Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. He said late in the season, every conference game carries extra weight, especially now that they have played their way into the top 12 nationally. As you know, with this college football playoff remaining where it stands right now, being in this bracket matters down the stretch. Late in the season, he just wants his team to continue to play with confidence and physicality. He knows the prize is in sight for this group right now. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Frazier. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Got it behind the line. It's Humphries. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Here's a give to Frazier. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Right side, it's Frazier. At midfield, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Handoff for Frazier. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
the gun. Running back gets to give. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Got it, looking for the first down. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. They want to run this quarterback. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you start the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Takes the handoff. It's Berry. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
Quick give. It's Berry. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Moves the pocket. It's Levitt. Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back's got it on the screen. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Turns it on in midfield. Off to the races to the right. Inside the touchdown Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Out wide left, it's Harris. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Selling the fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Out wide right, it's Brown. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets them up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Follows his blocks. It's Berry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know They're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. Here's a little room there. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man at Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Right side, it's Frazier. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
The Bulldogs are flying down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's a give to Frazier. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Catch in the middle. It's valid. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Pulls and fired complete. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Lets it fly. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Long way to go on second down. He wants to throw it again. Left side is Frazier. Across the 25, he's got room. Makes the grab in their space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Tough run here. It's Frazier. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he puts through the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To throw, it's Levin. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Man, guys, I'm kind of shocked that's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Between the hashes, it's buried. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Back to throw, it's Levin. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the score. There.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Still running at the 40. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with Notre Dame taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Fighting Irish coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Just feeds the running back. He's past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Looking for room. It's Berry. Just smothered on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. He'll pull it down. Out wide left, it's Berry. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Hands it off. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to the run, it's Berry. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He gets it into enemy territory, and that return has them in business at the 42-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Keeps it himself. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Out wide right, it's Humphreys. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now they regain the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Looking downfield, it's Clevin. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. And that one's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's looking to throw. Rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. On the run, it's Berry. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride him again. And he's brought down after a short gain. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Dropping back, it's Levitt. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looks it in. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Left side is Frazier. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Handoff, Frazier running left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Right side, it's Frazier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Hunt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Stopped right there.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires to the right. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Blevett. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. There he goes. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. And the Dogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. On first down, Nate Frazier across the 25. Finding some room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That's his third touchdown of the game, and now 18 on the season.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Will run the offense out onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Unloads to the right. That's reeled in. It's Harris. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Marking at the 47.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have two more possessions of this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Snap on first down. Wants to throw. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully. They've got it at the 30.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Wants to throw it. Max got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Running a screen on an early down, you might think you'd really catch them trying to be aggressive in a pass rush or something, but the defense had the answer that time.
Yeah, and the offense has to do a better job selling that. A lot of times when you run a screen, I need to buy time, right? I need to give that pass rush the ability to rush up the field, sneak a little bit behind them, and then dump it off. They might have rushed that a little bit on that play.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Driving forward, it's Berry. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up third and goal.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical. And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting punt, and he's got room. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
First and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll move the wide receiver. Frazier again.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here.